So weird to see. I'm pretty speechless. Yeah. Okay. I'm Mario the Artisan Rogue, and these are games that I play through. This is I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-looking good dating simulator. Now, I'm not normally into these games, but I have to admit there was a title that was on the Nintendo 3DS, and it's got a weird bug in it. I can't remember the name of it now off the top of my head, but that game has a bug, and you actually can't complete it. And it was sort of an adventure dating simulator as well. I loved it for when I was playing it, but I never did manage to finish it. This is wild. Okay, first of all, the artwork is spot on. I saw this and I could not believe this was official. I have no idea when this came out. I guess it's been out for a while, for quite a few years. And, I mean, does the credits say anything on it? Good Lord, this is really nuts. The fact that it's KFC. So, food illustration and UI design, Stephanie Strominger. Character artist, Siobhan Keenan. Character design, Brian Nguyen. This is rad. I love seeing stuff like this. Is so wild. Okay, I was pretty sure that being a dating simulator, I wasn't going to need a control pad for this. Okay, let me see here. Well, I guess, yeah, new game? Sure. Okay. Now I'm just getting hungry. Okay. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Nope. Gotta get up, gotta get educated. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. Do I need to take this seriously, or you allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future? Well, if my current therapist was here, they would probably make me think really hard about this, and I'd have to choose number one. Okay, so it's me. Oh God, okay. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Not gonna lie, I do love their biscuits. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Okay, now first of all, I want to stop here real quick. I love that they got all the beats right as far as the general look. This reminds me of, you guys, if you follow me, you know that I love communicate and anime in general, but the look is just, it's spot on. They knew what they were doing with this. This is gorgeous. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Mario. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Getting way too into this. Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Talk about, that's a lot of stress. 3 freaking days in a semester. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk your best friend, change the subject to school gossip. Gossip! It's hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something much more interesting. All summer, you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at this school. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets? Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born, from an egg. Straight up, this is surreal. An egg? Like a chicken. Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hand and onto the ground. Miriam. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Mario and Shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van. You rang? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it.
Oopsie! I think it's broken!
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you!
I think you mean thank you?
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop-Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Mario, so... I jumped to the wrong voice. Are you going to make me hold this door all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorbs! Dog. Part of me wants to bark this out. Oh man, what would your voice be?
No, quiet down, everyone!
It's so stupid. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL.
Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof!
What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him. Isn't my favorite student Harlan?
I'm fucking that voice all up. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish the sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is with all your really weird insults? You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules.
Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, and there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when it is all said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your spokes and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then,
another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me?
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance.
What the fuck?
The class bursts into laughter.
Oh, Clank, you rascal!
Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? I want to say beef, but corgis tend to like chicken, I think? I don't know. I should go ask my neighbors. Not a rubber ball. I'm going to go with a chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite!
Well, I think there might be some competition for a new star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times.
Settle down, young chefs! Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain.
Hey Mario, there's still a seat here!
It seems that no one has claimed a seat next to me, if you're interested. Two good options. Which will you choose? Do I sit by my best friend? Or do I sit by Colonel Sanders? Do I sit by my best friend? Or do I sit by Colonel Sanders? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ooh, Sanders. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had two rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Wow, that's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Yay, a quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
That's right.
Forest is to tree as chicken is to...
feather? That's right.
What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
oh my god, I totally want to do that one. But I'm not. It's a spork, which is absolutely my favorite. That's right.
What food is best for a broken heart?
No. I kind of want that one. Anything, so long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. I don't really want to pick that one, but I know that's right. I know it is.
Is Sprinkles a good boy?
He's the best boy.
That's right.
Perfect. 5 out of 5. That's what my total score is. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. And he's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Mario. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. This is so weird. This is so weird.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch.
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Can I have your attention?
Is that about lunch?
No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But
Shh! Lunch!
She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude. Nah. The hair on this guy. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just writing in my diary. Dear Diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew that at that moment only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself. Oh, please. Well, then the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket, and you sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Okay. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. This has such a Food Wars feel to it in so many ways. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim toward the light. I'm going to swim toward the light. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense, you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach toward the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer, closer, until your fingertip connects with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Mario now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Ah! That was hilarious. Okay. That was unexpected. So this even has sort of a, like, you know, the dating sim thing is kind of funny because the ones that I have played didn't have this sort of thing to it. But this reminds me kind of those, like, those choose your own adventure books. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move forward. I'm going to hit try again. So this is going to take me back to the beginning, right? This is hilarious. This is really, really well done. Okay, so let's go ahead and fast forward through this. Ba, 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 ba. Yes, let me go. Okay, so this will let me go through faster. The art is killer. I'm not joking. Like, this is really beautifully done. I envy this level of draftsmanship and color usage. And I mean, I know that a lot of people would probably look at it and go, oh, it's very simplistic, but this is gorgeous. It's staying right with, since this is a KFC product, right? It's staying right on point with all of the design cues. You know, everything is just, this is brilliant marketing, and it's actually fairly entertaining. It really is. Now, granted, I'm playing through the voices, so it's a little bit probably more fun for me, just doing the characterizations on the fly. Okay. So this is interesting. So if you got to restart, so I guess there's got to be saving points throughout this whole thing. This guy's mohawk as a star is absolutely the funniest damn thing. It kind of reminds me of somebody who would be in the anime Redline. This is freaking... Alright, so let me get to the... If this had been fully animated, I'd have completely lost my mind. Alright, back to this. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. I am not swimming toward the light. I'm not going to try and identify every flavor because he clearly said he didn't want to talk about that, but that there were those herbs and spices. So I'm going to savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful. Pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with the Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, "Just one ingredient. But you can't tell. I use..." It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some even if you did search for it. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you've got big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest, but thoughtful. You know, I don't have a lot of experience in this. I'm just gonna be modest, but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now, you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Mario. I'm sure it'll be a big success. See, I fucked that up already. Oh, I almost wish it was a picture of whatever that character was supposed to be. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're gonna earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. I am such a bitch. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is me and you, if that wasn't clear.
Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, Mario. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner. Bebop.
Oh my! 2 potential partners? I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Oh, it's Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay. I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Warp, 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 warp.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank may not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I hardly know you. Can't believe that came out of me. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of infection. Of affection, not infection. Huh, looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork.
All right, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Oh, man. Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Kinda know where this is leading me. My grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Okay. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No! Jeez, Van Van. I'm over here crushing Mario's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Mario was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also, teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatever Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick? It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Miriam! You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I don't even know what. I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, your loyal friend, but Mario is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the attention of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you're already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you, and you reach out and grab hold of it. But he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity?
Hold on right there, Mario. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face?
Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him!
Everyone step back. Don't take another bite.
When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, and then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious dangers, has inoculated him against the poisons of all kinds.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry I had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like for real? Oh, come on!
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you... That's me now. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Mario. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Ah, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that, the one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been, working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow your dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you. Shut up. I'm the one trying to here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. No. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The spork monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me. Fuck, I'm still singing the wrong one.
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me. Because I'm a monster, see?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? This is rad. I will attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their smashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I guess I'm gonna attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? I still am cooking with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. What the hell are my hit points? If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. I'm going to cook with love again. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot pie power punch! Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me! An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Finish him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again! This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack! You ready your final attack? You'll never survive my... Student debt loan destruction. Student loan debt destruction does 10 damage. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks in awe. You continue to surprise me, Mario. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. What the hell's happening here? The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. What the fuck? It's all that time. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We're gonna go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all these kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and he was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Was he Auto Man? What the hell? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? Well, we definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You had an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. Secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. The secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So, this summer while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in a botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them, and I brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about those new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders? What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Is it going to be any money? No. Let me think about it. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of the Newt. I know. Sounds kind of like some witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of the Newt? Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm when she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. I'm going to stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have! Ah, dang it, that's just what I just said that. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Mario just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and they were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing!
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey! Wrong fucking voice. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do.
Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Mario?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to sample? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe.
My friend, roll.
This guy again.
I'm here to give you an important message. Oh.
This reminds me, I think it was, what was it? 22 from Venture Brothers.
You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
Oh, sorry. I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy. You must...
You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness.
Oh, man.
You come to and find everyone is staring at you.
That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them you're on. Okay, we're at an hour. This game has been hilariously entertaining, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and I guess I'm going to be breaking this down into parts. This is freaking wonderful. So, what I'm hoping is I can go here to this. Resume settings and go to tile screen. Worst comes to worst, we'll come back a little bit earlier before this. But this has been a freaking blast. This is off the charts. The art is really great. The feel and everything is just like any one of those coming of age sort of animes that are out there now. And there's just so much in the humor and the style and the design and everything about this. I can't believe how well this was done. I really want to finish this. So I'm going to be adding more. I expected to finish this like in an hour, like it was going to be like an easy demo playthrough or something. Purely marketing aspect, but no, all the tropes are there. This is fantastic. I hope you're having a blast because this is a hell of a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and stop now, and I will go ahead and catch you guys in the next playthrough aspect. It'll probably be maybe 2 to 3 episodes because I guess this is going to play out through the 3 days leading to graduation over the 3-day semester, which should be interesting. So maybe it's a day and a half on each playthrough, something like that. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. I am Mario the Artisan Rogue, and I will have more playthroughs coming up this next week. I've been a little bit behind as I've been making some other videos, but thanks for sticking around and watching, guys, and subscribing and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next playthrough.